So, hello everyone, it's day 2 of the Predator World's Women 10-Ball Championship here at Sport Park Klagenfurt in Austria. Today we got a match between Jasmin Ouschan and Ting from Taiwan. And with me in the booth is Mark White. Hello Mark.
Hey Ralph, good afternoon.
But before we start the match, we would like to thank our sponsors and partners for making this event happen. Predator Q's, Ouschan Billiard Academy, Pro Billiard Series Global Partners CSI, Kamui, Alpha Coin, Rams of Puerto Rico and FargoRate.com. And here we see Ting on the break.
What a lovely introduction that was.
Thank you. So Mark, did you saw her playing before?
I haven't. This is the first time that I've seen Jasmin. Not Jasmin, of course, I'm joking. Seen Jasmin lots of times.
Well, everyone is pretty experienced with Jasmin. She's one of the favorites here, right? She won it 2010 already. And I bet she's,
Home country as well, hometown
still
even.
Hungry to win that title again, right?
She always looks so focused from the time she walks onto the practice table. She just changes.
Nice camera view on this one ball. So business starts here for Jasmin Ouschan, and I think the table layout looks pretty okay. First challenge might be the 4-ball.
I think it passes the 8, doesn't it, into the side?
How about passing it the 9 for the corner? So here we see it. That's the first problems.
Absolutely. Could play the combo on the 8. That's a possibility, of course, as well.
Okay, with this angle, she probably tries to get the 4-ball for the side pocket as well. But she needs a very certain funny angle to get down there to the 5.
Do you like going into the 9 here, or is she going to clip the 9? Oh, she's digging down, so she's just going to draw past it for the 4 into the same pocket.
So, not much of an angle there, And it's hard to cheat a side pocket from that. So.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, could she just run this through and just leave herself a slightly longer fight? Leave the cue ball on near this side pocket here, where she's playing the 4-ball. Would you consider that? Just roll this in.
Yeah, here we can see, okay. Maybe she can create some
angle. Yeah, I like
here.
that.
You saw how you
spun it up.
She cheated the pocket really, and she did that pretty good.
Played it lots of high inside as well, lots of high left there. Just zipped it up towards it. You can see the triangles on that Arcos cue ball spinning.
Okay.
How you get into the 6 then, Ralph?
Maybe super soft or kind of a drag shot to slow it down.
I like coming 2 rails in between the 8 and the 10 and leave it into the top same pocket.
I would agree that, yes. Just right side spin a little and you go short rail, long rail between the 8 and 10. I like that, yes. She's going very low. Let's see. All right.
Wants this to slow up. Don't go behind the 7. Oh, she's okay. Look at that.
Pretty close to the 7, yeah. A little bit more angle would be comfortable.
Winner's side match, of course. I believe she won her first round 7-2 yesterday.
You got some overview over there, how the situation is in that bracket?
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date. Lots of other games going on. Alison Fisher in action at the moment, along with a few others. Kelly Fisher just got through in her second round match, so she's another one of the favourites, of course, Ralph. Kelly, she's favourite for anything she goes in for at the moment.
Absolutely. And maybe we can also see a big comeback maybe from Alison Fisher, right? She was already in the final after a long time participating in big events. She was in the final of the Canadian.
I always say class is permanent, form is temporary. So if you've got that class, you never lose it. You just need to brush up on it every now and then, you know. pretty routine.
All business for
Yeah.
Jasmin Ouschan here against Ting.
And how well have they done putting on this event here?
Absolutely.
Albin, Jasmin, and their manager. This is perfect. Clinical. Look at that, spinning it in. Right hand, low, English. Textbook rack.
And the 10 ball ends up in the same pocket like the first ball. How about that?
Good spot.
All right, 1-0 for Jasmin Ouschan in our race to 7 at not a house tournament, not a regional championship, not a national one. It's the World Championship here in Klagenfurt, Austria.
Yeah, and very proud. That lady there loved the opening ceremony the other night. It was very special, wasn't it? The orchestra, the classical music, the presentation to
I would have loved to,
her and
to
Albin.
be there, but
Were
I
you
missed
not there?
it. I missed it. I came in late because the train got some delay.
Ah, well, if you'd like to hear a little bit of it, if you follow me on Facebook at all, if you know me, then you don't have to miss anything, because I get my camera out at every opportunity, and I've done a nice little video. Actually, the guy that plays the clarinet even sent me a message and said, could you please send me the video that you made of me? Here we go then. Jasmin breaking off. Rack number 2 leads 1-0.
Breaking her from pretty near the center, or dead center she's breaking from.
Yeah, looking for the 8 and the 3 here.
Oh,
she's got the cue ball.
Not a square hit, and that happens a lot. If you don't hit it very square, right? It's like the side pockets are like a magnet
yeah.
to a cue ball.
Yeah, those magnets never repel though, do they? They always just draw it in. So our first real look then.
Cool, from Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan actually.
Yeah, a few good players coming back again, which is great to see. Wei Chen, of course, won her match just now, so she's back in action, which is lovely to see.
I've got the information that she started like 14 years old when she was 14, which seems to me like
it's quite old now, isn't it?
Sometimes late, right?
Yes, it is. I mean, look at little Savannah Easton from the US, 12 years old, and some younger. I mean, Kelly Fisher didn't start until she was 12.
Oh, she missed that ball here.
Yeah, no time at the table really, but she did have ball in hand. You see Lena Korsvik there in the background, look. Great, just watched her warming up. She cues so nice. I think, did she place a little bit of English on that just to go back up the right-hand side of the table and
maybe
cause her to miss
left,
it?
But shouldn't have a bad effect on this miss here. I mean, just a little misjudging of the shot here. Now this is way more difficult if she wants to go for this.
Shaking hands in the background, about to lag off, is another one of your country players, the brilliant Pia Filler, breaking off in her match, and we're going to keep you up to date with all the scores as they happen, guys.
Okay. And you can watch also all the live action on every table on the channel of kozoom.com, right?
Yep.
So if you get bored about us, then you can check also
Oh,
the other
they'll
tables.
soon get bored of us. They'll soon get bored of us, Ralph. What I like to say, Ralph, you can now watch like a pro, never miss a ball. Just go kozoom.com, you can see everything.
Yes.
No excuse to miss a ball now. And it's all free, guys. I hope she called that, because I thought that was going to go, you know, but good job she didn't call it.
Well, I guess she checked it before. It is not on to make it. So I guess the main purpose was here to play that safety, and she did it pretty nice.
Played it perfectly, didn't she?
That could be okay. There's a one-rail kick, long rail first, right?
Oh, she's hit that pretty well.
Look at that.
Don't make it.
Did she
Don't
call
make
it?
it. Did she call it?
Oh, she left it in front of the pocket.
So another chance. We saw her miss the 2-ball just now. See how that affects her.
Maybe Kuo is a little bit nervous here on the center court. Maybe her first World Championship. Wouldn't make me wonder. I mean, if this would be my first World Championship, I would be nervous to be on the center court against one of the favorites.
Do you remember your first one?
It was World Open back then at the Caesars Palace in Vegas in 1989.
Wow. Nicely on this 3 then.
Absolutely. Now let's see if she can maneuver here with a draw shot, stun shot, some possibilities here. Let's see what he's choosing, what she's going for.
She going for the gap
Which gap? There are 2
in between the
possibilities.
4-10. No, she's just choose between that. That's fine. That's pretty good.
Gives her a nice angle to go down to the 5.
Anyone in the Klagenfurt area or surrounding towns, it's free to come and watch all this stuff. What's going on? We've got 2 tournaments, teams as well, of course, so you can come and watch Jasmin and Albin and Lena Primus.
Especially the team event is, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. It can be sometimes long matches, right? But very thrilling.
Yeah, we had one last night, Japan against Serbia. That was so dramatic. It was fabulous. And I actually really think that the race to 4 or race to 3 as it is really is really interesting when you get all the players getting involved in it in the Scotch doubles, and it's fabulous. And
Can't miss too many shots there, otherwise it's over the party, right?
Yeah, and there's a great one at 4 p.m. Great Britain. Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton and Kelly Fisher will be playing against Team America, Tyler Steyer, Joey Tate and April Larson.
They did very good yesterday. I commented their match yesterday against Austria. They win it like 4-0, 4-1, 4-0.
Wow.
Be prepared.
And with
Team
1
Britain.
cue.
With 1 cue, exactly. Oh! Oh.
Oh, that's great position off of 6 rails there.
Absolutely. Did you count that right? 1.
Here we go.
2, 3, 4.
4 rails. I exaggerated. I'm trying to make it.
It's a standard.
It's a
right?
standard 4 rail, right?
All right. She's probably trying to play a safety here, or is she really cutting it? Oh,
no, she surely not. She is,
She's
you know.
cutting it. And look at that.
What a shot
Nice.
she's played there. I would have played that in the other pocket. What a great shot. That's why I'm sat here, Ralph.
Okay, nice little draw shot, and she got the score even out. That's nicely done. And with this 10 ball, the score is even up at 1-1 in our match 2, race to 7. All right.
Yeah, nicely done. Now, the first time I met you, not that you remember, I was watching the International Open in Virginia last year, and you were sat talking to a friend of mine, Jay Garrison, about a book. And I believe you gave him one of your books.
Is that right?
So
Well,
what's this book about? Is it a romantic novel or is it a Paul book? What?
Well, I had 3 books over there. I had an instructional book. It's called Structure. I got a reflectional book, which is called The Final Freedom, like reflections of a master student. And the 3rd book was The Player from Singapore, which is a novel, fiction. So how about that?
A bit of a writer, huh?
Fiction, instruction, reflection. You got a full board here.
Everything.
All right, let's check out the break from Ting. She scratched with the cue ball in the... No, that was Jasmin, right?
Not often you see somebody breaking with a wood shaft these days. Oh, came across it, almost lost the cue ball. Where's the 8 ball? That's gone in, 4 rails. Has she got a shot on the 1? She has. And now look at this, Ralph. Make the 1, carry him into the 4 ball and hold for the 2 in the side. How's that?
Nice idea. But
look at that cue ball. As we see the replay. Does she go for this or does she play the safe?
If she plays it the way you want, she has to play it softly, and then it's a killer if you miss it. You know.
I think she's dragging it. Look. Oh, she's played the safe.
She's not going for it.
Oh well.
Playing a safety instead. And
jump stick here for sure, isn't it?
It is a jump cue.
Do you like jumps or? Well, I actually named her Jumping Jasmin from a tournament once I was commentating on her. She'd done 2 absolutely amazing jumps in a row. She went for a 3rd and just didn't quite make the ball. Jumping with the air rush, of course.
Nice. Nice try, I mean, at least. And she got a re-safety, isn't it?
Are you a lover of the jump cue? Do you think it shouldn't be allowed, or how do you stand on it?
Well, if you play a tournament and you hate jump shots, it's not a good position you're in, right? You have to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, of course, I accept it. I go for jump shots. And if you play tournaments like that, you have to defend yourself. So, let's go for it. Let's carry it and practice it.
I like his style. And she's going to be jumping again here. Look, this is a slightly longer jump here.
Oh, it needs a lot of power. It's hard to keep the cue ball controlled here.
This could be one for the show reel.
And
the cue ball's gone. Well, she was lucky not to scratch on the break. Unfortunately, she scratched there. And look at the 110, but it doesn't count in this, of course. That's the other format. Early 10s don't count. It will be respotted.
But it counts in the team event, isn't it?
But it counts in the team event, yeah. So we've got to be on our toes this week, Ralph. We're dealing with 2 different formats, 2 different races. And at the end, we are going to end up with a World 10-ball champion and a World 10-ball team champions, which is going to be fantastic.
So it's like we are producing here 4 world champions at the end of the week.
Yeah, we are, right? Big money as well they're playing for. 30,000 euros to the winner of this, and I believe it's 40,000 for a team to split.
Oh, come on, let's can we still announce a commentators team in that?
You're on your own there. I haven't read your book yet. Maybe when I've read your book.
All right, this is a high quality draw shot if you want to pass between the 5 and the side pocket. Let's see if she got maybe a better idea. That's tight.
Yeah, Germany, of course, have a very strong team. Torsten, the Hitman Hermann, will be playing with the fillers, Joshua and Pia. And he really is a killer, isn't he?
Oh, yes. No mercy. Okay, here it comes. Looks like high quality between the 5 and the side pocket back. No, but a lot of stun.
Wow, what a shot that is. What a brilliant shot that was.
Wow.
Look at this, threaded it through the 7 and the 9 to perfection. What an angle on this as well.
Impressive. Now it looks very promising. Maybe interesting challenge on the 7 ball to get a position on the 7.
Would you say there's extra pressure on Jasmin because it's in her hometown?
Well,
bit of expectation on her, feels a little bit, I really want to win this even more.
Well,
is that possible?
Depends on her personal interpretation. It can be extra pressure, it can be extra excitement about it, right?
Could thrive on it.
10 seconds.
Maybe she's, of course, trying to get this extra excitement rather than the extra pressure. That's
Yeah.
part of the mental part, right? To get your personal preparation right here.
Yeah, and we know she's very fit in body, which means fit in mind. She does lots of swimming, running, cycling, lots of yoga as well. I've seen on her Instagram page. She loves a bit of yoga. Oh dear, and I'll tell you what, she'd love that one again. She can't believe what's happened there. I can't believe what's happened there. Can
Nobody
you?
expected that, right? But that's what, you know, I mean, even though there's a standard situation, things looking easy, right? Especially for pros like that. But don't forget, if you just lose your focus for a split of a second.
I think
That's
her
it.
eyes. I think her eyes drifted to the cue ball there. You know,
Yeah.
away from the object ball.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
So she can make this 6 ball. No, she's not gone for it.
Interesting.
Maybe
I like that.
couldn't guarantee the position on the 7, maybe with the 9 there.
So there is, she's probably trying to get a safety with the cue ball maybe behind the 7. 9 would be difficult. Offensive shot, the bank.
You've got to call this. You've got to call this corner though, haven't you? Because it's a very big pocket as well with the 10 there, Ralph. It's going to go close if she plays it. Oh, she hasn't played it hard enough. That's okay. Played the double kiss.
She might have done it on purpose.
Yeah,
mean,
I think so, yeah.
She's not missing that much, you know, if she has something else in mind. But and it's not the worst outcome here. I mean, but now it's nice for Kuo to play another safety here with the cue ball behind the 7 or 9.
Double kiss is normally your worst enemy, but sometimes you can use it to your advantage to make it a very good friend. And which is what Jasmin done there.
Not everyone knows that shot. If the object ball is that frozen to the rail, that you really can go full into it and get a nice rebound and leave the object ball on that rail.
10 seconds.
I have the shot actually on it was the last shot in my first book, Modern Pool, the last page.
Really?
Yes.
Did you teach it to Jasmin? Oh, this is nice. That's really well judged. I don't think she's left an edge. She's brought her jump cue with her. Now, I mentioned this quite a bit in my commentary, Ralph. I love the new modern way. I believe it may have been Tyler Steyer. Then there's Jasmin's manager.
The middle one?
You probably know him very well, right?
No, I don't. She got a new one, you know. I know the old one.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a new one.
No, I don't take my word for it. I'm probably wrong. Well, she didn't call that, so that's going to come up. And look where it's going to go. It's going to spot up. Is it going to impede this shot? No. Jasmin's coming to have a look. Wants to wait until that 10 ball's back on its rightful spot. She would have called that in this corner, but the 6, not the 10.
Okay, she got a shot and she's going for it.
How does she get to the 6?
To the
7, sorry.
7.
10 seconds.
Very tentative shot, that. I didn't really see any value in playing that, to be honest.
She missed that 6 ball the second time. It's something personal maybe against that 6 ball.
So this will cut in.
Sure about that?
10 seconds.
No, I'm not. Never sure. I think she's playing safe.
Good one, very good one.
Yeah, nice control, wasn't it?
Jasmin has to pull out her jump cue again, or the kick shot is nice too. She got both cues with her, just in case. Oh, from this camera view it looks almost that she can hit it directly, but yeah, she can.
Can be very deceiving sometimes. She's played a great kick shot. How well controlled is this?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's roll reversal. Look, she's put the 6 where the cue ball was and the cue ball where the 6 was almost. Watch this, look, Ralph. It's almost a roll reversal, look.
I like it a lot, yes. Nice outside spin. She likes to get the cue ball behind the
Yeah, and that's a
line.
really tough shot to play, that, isn't it, when you're playing with spin, when you're trying to catch a ball thin. You can sometimes
Absolutely.
push it into it and hit it too thick.
Yeah, you have to hit it perfectly. Cue ball has to get the right direction, and the speed control most controversial here.
Almost 3 shots in one.
Okay, there's a shot, but not an easy one.
10 seconds.
And it's here her favorite ball, the 6 ball, right?
Yeah, she needs to make friends with that 6 if she's going to win this match. And again, played it very tentatively. Didn't really go for it aggressively, you know, very, very soft. Tried to roll it in. I don't like rolling balls. Bank.
10 seconds.
No. Keeping the pressure on Jasmin.
They like to play that game, and but I mean, it's an art. Yeah, I have only 4 balls on the table, and this goes already back and forth quite some time, right? You have it in the beginning on the 1 or 2 ball, right? And a lot of balls on the table.
Yeah.
You can easily find some place for the cue ball.
Well, I get just as much pleasure out of the safety as I do the aggressive game sometimes, Ralph. Especially with this quality. What a shot that is by Jasmin Ouschan. Wow, that woke the crowd up.
We fired it in. She fired it in, and look at this.
Oh, that's worth a replay. Look at that. Well, I said at the start, jumping Jasmin. And that was brilliant.
Is this our official nickname, Jumpin' Jasmin?
No, I just call her it. It's just
Well,
it's
it
my
might
name
happen
for her.
now. It might happen.
Well, it was 2 years ago I spoke to her about it, but she hasn't taken it on, so
Okay.
she's more of a majestic Jasmin, I would say.
Majestic.
Like a magician, but with a bit of majesty attached. Great combo there. So, going to take the lead again. 2-1. Beautifully played. And a round of applause. You're going to always see the biggest crowds for Jasmin, of course, in her hometown. They're all coming out to see their local hero. And she's not just a great pool player, of course, Ralph. She's got a pretty good rhythm to her as well. I saw her doing some dancing on Dance with the Stars.
Yeah, she was on big screen television here in Austria. So she's not only famous and well known in the world of billiard, but here in Austria she's really a celebrity, right?
Yeah, she certainly is, and very deserving of it as well. She's very... There she is, look, puffing out her cheeks. She's finding this hard work. I think a few people have said it's a little bit warm in this arena. And there you can see she's feeling the heat. At the moment, it's Ku, though, that's going to feel more of the heat because she's 2-1 down. Jasmin to break. Can either one of them get this break going?
Side break this time. At least she's very flexible in her
There's
breaking
a 6 ball,
positions.
no.
No.
Another
again?
go at the 6, spin it in maybe. Oof. I thought if that just caught the rail there, Ralph, it would just spin it in. Look at the way it's still spinning.
Yeah.
It's only just stopped.
You should have mentioned it louder. Maybe the 6 ball is listening to you a bit more.
I don't think I could be much louder. I'm not
Look at
quite Marcus Shamat loud.
I heard you had a good time over there in the last commentary.
We did. We certainly did. That was the Japan team game last night. Wow, this is not a good shot. She's left another combo. Much easier one than the last one as well.
But take a look at the 4 ball. Interesting, right? Okay, it's quite some work to do before you get that far. Let's have a look.
She's
at
got
that
a combo though,
combination.
hasn't she, on the 6 as well, if she wants. Can leave a thin shot on the 4.
A carom into the 6, yeah. But
Or carrot, yeah.
let's have a look at this one. Nicely done.
Yeah, played it well, controlled the 1. Always important, you're controlling 3 balls when you're playing a combo. Out come comes the bridge.
And let's see how fine she will get the position here on the 2 ball. Really getting a position near the 7 ball.
Do you like coming to this rail? Yeah, I like coming over this rail. She's overhit this though a little bit. Doesn't want to be. Well, she's okay.
She's okay. But how close does she want the cue ball to be at the 4 ball? And what kind of angle in order to get probably the 6 from there? Here
Yeah, this is nice. I like the way she's played this. Just play the combo here. Another one of your players from the great German players, Inna Kaplan, is in action as well.
How is she doing?
She's 1-1 with Rublin Ahmet, the reigning champion from 2012.
And 2009 she won also, wasn't it? Like she's 2 times winner of the World Championship.
Oh, she played that beautifully. She played the carom as you suggested, but that was the problem with it, not being able to control the 4 ball.
Nicely done.
She's got a thin one on this though.
But it's a shot.
She'll be going for it.
Lots of left side spin, and she can pass here between the side pocket and the 8 to play the 5 as well, and to play the 5 in the side pocket.
This is all about the pace, isn't it? This shot. Straight up and down, or down and up, whichever way you want to look at it. There's the beautiful arena here in the Sport Park Hall. Really is a super setting.
It is.
Yeah, I like this. Don't catch the 10 though. Oh, it was okay. It was another double kiss, her friend. You see the way that just double kissed off that 10 ball and threw it over to the right.
Oh, it's a long shot now again.
This is one of those that you can really put the cue through though. Look, draw off the side rail and then back out over the other side for the 7 into the same pocket, in the opposite pocket.
I would have thought she played that shot, the previous shot, way more soft, but let's see how it...
Watch this for a shot. I fancy her to get this. Oh, she's not... Yes, she has got it.
Oh.
Brilliant. Slow up.
Oh, interesting. I mean, ooh. Requires so much speed control, right?
I think now I thought she might have drawn off the side rail and back over there, but probably just concentrating on making the ball thin down behind the 9 here, though.
Yeah. As thin as possible to keep the 7 ball near where it is, near that rail, and bring the cue ball down. Back.
Almost made it. A little bit more right-hand English would have swung the ball wider.
Not much left. She didn't left much here for cool. Unless she comes up with some wizardry here. Wow. Looks like she tried to cut it in even.
Oh, look at the cue ball though. What a great shot. What a brilliant shot. That's what Jasmin was trying.
Yes. And she did it on a long distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
2-rail kick here. Short rail.
Tough over
what
the
a nice
9.
view. Here you see the Predator logo on one side of the ball. On the other side you got the number.
There you see the bat bridge, as I call it. Well,
Look,
don't
look.
scratch.
Oh.
Oh dear.
That's bad luck. It was a good try, but with ball in the hand now and
Yeah, look at the way when she steps away from the table, as she's walking back to her seat, she's looking, is there anything that can trip her up? No, not really. It's pretty straightforward from here, ball in hand for Koo.
if there's a problem, you created it by your own. Which happens quite sometimes.
Marcus Schamat was saying to me they have a saying in Sweden, if there isn't a problem, create one.
Yes.
straightforward though, doesn't it?
The coach from her told me that she is the ringing university world champion. Like they had an event where all the only students from universities all around the world can participate in.
I've never heard of that. Oh, look, she's messed this up.
Oh, wow.
What did she do there? This was perfect.
Okay, still a thin cut available here. Oh,
He's
overcut
missed it.
Overcut it. Look at the cue ball.
And it's going to be perfect for Jasmin.
Looks
wow. Do you know what?
What?
When Jasmin walked away, I'm pretty sure she was looking at the 9-10 thinking that's my only chance.
Hmm.
You know, she just lingered and watched.
Well, she let that game slip away from her.
Wow, what a gift that was.
Instead of 2-2, it's now 3-1. The lead for Jasmin Ouschan against
There you see the
Zhu Thingkuo.
magnificent arena there, look.
Yeah.
These are practice tables you're looking. There's Torsten Holman there, look. Practicing,
Yes.
proudly wearing his Deutschland shirt. And Deutschland will be in action later. I've seen Joshua around. I've seen Pia. Of course, she's playing on the singles at the moment. And they're all in their German shirts, so they've got a match later.
Okay.
We'll be back, guys.
We'll be back. Okay, here we are back in our main arena, but the players are missing.
Oh, well, we might as well go for another little break then. No. So, yeah, you were saying that you missed this, the opening ceremony because you were stuck on a train somewhere. I mean, it's the first opening ceremony I've ever been to, and it was absolutely fabulous. And that was really interesting. I thought, why is there an orchestra on the stage? And then it became apparent that Albin's father-in-law is actually a composer and conductor. And he took us through this wonderful story of Mozart. And Mozart apparently was a very, very big fan of pool, and he actually had a pool table in his home, and he would often invite other friends and musicians around, and he had two favourite things in his life: a piano and a pool table. Now they know where the piano is, but they can't find the pool table. So if anyone out there has got a pool table, just have a look underneath and see if it's been signed by Mozart or anything like that.
How about that? That would be worth millions,
Oh,
right?
wouldn't it?
And it's a well-known fact, at least in billiard circles, that Mozart liked to play billiards. But it's not so common in the world of the music, right? They never mention much about that. But I think it's so close, the art of billiards and the art of music. I mean, I see some familiarities there.
Remind me, I do as well. We have to continue this discussion because I've got a very, very lovely fact which links those two things together. So here we go. Coup breaking off. 3-1 down. Oh, and another scratch.
Scratch in the side.
That's the last time she broke, she scratched in the side, didn't she?
No, it was Jasmin.
Oh, it was Jasmin, wasn't it?
In the first break, and the other side pocket. So on both side pockets they have this ball magnet, the cue ball magnet.
Oh, look at the anguish, the pain, the disappointment on the face there.
After a missing 10 ball, just breaking and scratching, yeah, that's pain.
And look at this run out.
1,
All the balls in the open.
3, 4, 5, yes.
3 to 4, maybe. Nice little nudge on the 5 there. That's helped. Now looking for a path to this 3. Pretty rudimental, isn't it? Just draw onto the rail just before the 10.
Yes.
Right hand English, spin it down.
And if she got a decent position on the 3, the 4 is on the other side of the table, but still in front. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that was
to play.
Beautifully played, wasn't it? Stroked it in. Hit exactly right. Just missed the 10 ball by a whisker. Look at this. Look, just coming past that 10 ball. Did it brush the 10 ball?
No. Alright.
This could be the quickest one of all.
Another little draw shot maybe for the 5 in the same pocket.
Yeah, watch the backhand of Jasmin here. She's got this beautiful, long, slow backswing, that little pause, and then all the way through the cue ball.
Oh,
we're going to see it here.
She follows through a lot. I like that.
Watch this backhand, guys. Loose grip. We're not going to see it, but well, she's hit that. I don't know why she didn't draw that, or at least stun round the back of the 5.
Me either.
I thought that a little bit strange.
But maybe she knows better than we do.
Of course, I'm sure she knows better than me. On goes the extension. I wish you need to call an extension. 30 seconds on the shot clock.
2 extensions here. Extension on the cue and extension on the clock here.
Yeah. Maybe she already called it. Oh, yes, in it goes. Perfect pace.
Okay, she was trying to go a bit on purpose into the 10 ball to use it to speed down the cue ball. Otherwise it would be on the other end of the table, right? And now position is pretty okay for the 7 ball to continue. Beautiful cue.
Yeah. Predator sponsored player, of course, and what a great ambassador she is for Predator. The model professional, you could say, Ralph.
Absolutely.
Clean living. You never read anything bad about this young lady.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dedicated. Determined. Deadly.
I mean, it's such a nice family story here also, together with her brother, right? Which family do you have? 2 world champions, right?
The guy I was talking to you about, Jay Garrison, who you were at the International Open talking with when I mentioned him, he's actually a big reason why I'm sitting here now commentating, because I was doing some, as the 10 ball goes in, Jasmin increases her lead to 4-1. Big round of applause. I was commentating and it was Jasmin Ouschan, and Albin was playing in the same tournament. It was an online tournament during COVID. Pia Filler and Joshua Filler were also in it. And I mixed the families up a little bit. I ended up by saying Jasmin and Albin were married, and Pia and Joshua were brother and sister. Well, this Jay Garrison guy, who had a podcast, picked it up, made a little clip of it, put it on his podcast, sent it onto the internet, and everyone started laughing at me, of course, because all of a sudden Jasmin and Albin are married. And everyone, no, they're brother and sister, So
That's
there's
a
the
nice
story of that. There you see the aero rack there. Yeah, so be prepared. I do make some big boo-boos sometimes.
Too bad that the Crow brothers were part of that.
Oh dear, I dread to think. Can you imagine if they were playing? Here we go.
Another side break from Jasmin.
Oh, she gave that. She hit that perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect. Best break of the
One
match so
ball in
far.
the
Look
side.
at this. Wow, this is a break and run if ever I saw one.
Wow. That's a very well rewarded
Look
break
at the pop
also.
on the cue, but made the one in the side, which she was trying for. When you're moving the cue ball to the side of the pack like that, you're looking to make the one, right, Ralph?
Absolutely. When you break from the center, it's more the two balls behind the one. When you break from the side, your eyes are more on the one ball to make it. Absolutely. And you can judge them a little bit if you miss them on the too short or too long by adapting the speed, so you increase your chances for the next break.
Oh, this is beautiful stuff now, beginning to flow like an ocean. But the loser of this match won't be waving goodbye. They will be going on to the one-loss side, but we're a little way away from that yet. Race to 7, of course.
Yeah. And while we have a look at this nice, how you can say that, cruising over this layout here from Jasmin, we can also have a look at our equipment. I'm quite fascinated that Predator, which started with cues, right, now has a full line of equipment here for the tournament, right?
You could run a whole tournament with Predator stuff.
Yeah. Apex tables, Arcadia Reserve cloths, arena lights, Arcos II balls, Aerorack triangle, Predator bridges. We need an A name for them.
I heard they're going into making shot clocks as well. I don't know how true that is.
And don't forget the Predator 1080 Pure Chalk online. So
April Larson in action at the moment as well against Chia Hu Chen on the other table, the champion from Canada, of course. They're 3-3.
3-3, that's right. And April was performing so good yesterday in Team America.
Yeah, she's super class player, that young lady, and a super class person as well. A lot of fun to be around, always got that big smile on her face.
That's right.
Fun to be around.
Very positive human. Okay, let the cue ball obviously following here for the 7, so she is still in the right pattern, still in accordance to her plan. She still keeps control.
Yeah, Pia Filler we mentioned, she's 2-2 with Amalia Matas, another great player from Spain.
That's right, it's a close match too, right? Do you have a personal favorite here? I mean, Kelly Fisher, I bet, right?
Kelly, Alison, I love. You know, but all the girls are great. Christina Zlataeva's a great person. When you spend time around these women's events, they tend to be a lot more friendly and more party orientated than the guys are. It's always great. They're always great fun to be around. All really good friends. So yeah, Christina came back from 6-2 down against Witzel She won 7-6. Unbelievable performance.
And if you want to name a rookie who didn't won it before this event, so someone outside Rubilan, Jasmin or Kelly, which one would you pick? Hard, huh?
I'm going to stick my head above the fence here and say, look out for Eylül Kibaroglu from Turkey.
From Turkey.
She reached one of the finals just recently against Kelly, lost on a shootout, of course. I believe you were commentating on it.
I did that, yes. Okay, now Jasmin is leading 5-1, very comfortable. And yeah, I got also maybe a little insider tip. It would be, how about Ina Kaplan? She won the last Euro Tour stop, and she's always very competitive. Right? And well, that's her first chance on the World Championship.
I've never commentated on her, but I have commentated on her husband. He's also a player, and they've got this lovely little arena, haven't they, at their house that they make. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've played there, haven't you?
No, not at the house so
No?
far. I guess they have they're joining a private club with a few members.
I think they're from Munich, aren't they?
No, they're from the city of Siegen.
Oh, Siegen.
Siegen, and if you translate that into English, it would be living in the city of winning.
Oh,
How about that?
that's a great place to come from. 10 ball went. Now, it doesn't count, of course, it will come out, but it does count as a ball potted. So 10 ball on the move there, look, getting kicked twice into the side pocket. 7 ball also. And these, you know, such good temperament. The Taiwanese, really, really good temperament. Always seems so calm.
Very disciplined.
Yeah, always practicing together, practice very hard. Of course, Wei Chi-Tian is also in the tournament. She had another win this morning. Always up there with the favourites, of course. Good to see her travelling again. Very good friends with the Coe brothers. I believe she plays at the club, at the little academy that they have there.
Yeah, the Crow brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. That's another family business there, right? We should make they should come up with an article about the most famous billiard families.
Families, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Jasmin and the Ouschans and the Crow brothers,
Fillers,
top of the line. The
and Heiblers.
Yes.
The Fishers, no, joking. And you know, it's strange, isn't it? We've had 3 world champion snooker players, all called Fisher: Mandy, Alison, and Kelly. And also 3 men world snooker champions: Steve Davis, Joe Davis, and Fred Davis.
All that.
But never one called White. Jimmy White finished, he made 6 finals and never won a final. And I didn't win one either. So that's something we've got in common. Although I did beat him in 1984 in a frame of snooker, and I beat him in 2014 in a game of 9 ball in Thailand.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
And we won't mention the last time he beat me. Back to the serious business of Jasmin. Wow, what's she done here?
Preparing for safety, obviously.
Yeah, get behind the 6 ball here, look.
Behind the 6 ball or keeping it behind the 5. Would be harder to do, I guess.
Look her eyes on that 6.
Yeah.
6 could turn out to be her friend finally.
You see the shot clock in the low right corner.
10, 9. Get behind it. Oh, she's caught it. She's left an edge here as well.
Yeah, but this would be a super shot if she pulls out that one.
Wow.
Interesting.
What do you do here? I mean, you've got a little piece of it. You can't really get a decent safety off this. I think you go for this, Ralph.
Well, maybe hitting rail first, hitting the 4 ball only thin, and send the cue ball on the other side.
Got to watch the scratch though, bottom
hopefully
corner.
keeping the 8 in between them. Well, whatever you do, you need some hope there.
Yeah.
Right?
Pray. She went for it.
More solid, yes.
Well, she's had a little bit of a result there, although she's left an edge, look. So we're going to see a lovely safety here. Twice across the table and try once again to get behind the 6, maybe.
Probably the 4 in the foot corner and a cue ball behind the 6 would be a nice opportunity here.
I'm loving those colours, you know, of this arena.
Yeah, and
JP, of course, doing lots of good work on the graphics. JP Parmentier.
Yes, he does. And
Good
how
team
about
here.
those lights on the table? I like that.
On the legs?
Yes, on the legs. They have different lights also.
But
Can
I
you
think
imagine if you have a pool hall with filled with those tables?
And you can have them flashing as well if you want. A little bit wider would have been nice, but she's got a good 4 ball and a good cue ball. Or how'd you like thinning this one?
Well, same task. Probably get the cue ball back on 3 rails behind the 6 again. Oh no!
No, she's called the bank just in case. She'll be playing safe, of course. But
you think so? I mean, this is when she goes for that bank.
I think she's called it just in case it clips off the back of the 5 or something, maybe.
Oh, corner.
Well, she's caught the draw. She had a bit of luck. She has, you know.
Okay.
Now then, I think I know where the cue ball's going to be after this shot, though.
You think so?
Still very focused, isn't she, Kuro? Yeah, cleverly played. Makes to get it safe now very, very difficult. Look at that lovely touch. There's no way. She's got to play this one rail. But what do you do with it? Dead weight and make
hit
the rail?
and hope or something.
Yeah, or hit and
or
hope.
Very soft.
Close your eyes and hit as hard as you can.
And you play it very soft.
Well, she's got to make a rail here after she hits. If it's not frozen, if it's she's okay. No.
No. So it didn't touch the rail.
I'd like to see that again. Watch the 4 ball. John Lehman, of course, he's one of our top referees.
Yeah, you see?
It rocked on the 9. I thought it hit the rail, but it didn't. It rocked on the 9, didn't it? So, well spotted there. And referee John Lehman.
Not only behind the 9, but also behind the 6. And now there's no natural angle to go into the 4 ball, so she needs to put some spin into it.
Yeah, the 8's in the way now, isn't it?
Yeah. But one tip size is enough, or passing on that side. And the good thing is, if she hits it right, she has a chance for a resave. Look at it, look at it.
That's okay this time, but no foul, but she's left it nice and easy for Jasmin. Alison Fisher 2-2 with Claudia von Rohr. Amber Chen has gone 4-3 up on April Larson.
10 seconds.
And can Jasmin get on the hill? It's looking probable. Remember, guys, we're back at 4 p.m. today, Austrian time, and the teams start.
4 p.m. the teams, yes.
GB, Shaw, Appleton, Fisher against Larson, Steyer and Tate. That's one of the matches. I'll be commentating on that. Who are you commentating on at 4? Do you know yet or not?
I do. I'm going to check for you, so...
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I thought you had it open already.
I got a match between Austria A versus Portugal.
And you'll be doing that with Mr. Marcus Shamat.
Yes, I do that with Marcus.
Good luck with that.
You're gonna hear us. You're gonna hear us.
I'm not so sure we'll hear you, but I know we'll hear Marcus. He's a great lad. Terrific. First time I met him last night.
Yeah.
First time I've ever commentated with him. He's a character.
Such a humble guy and having always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Always something to laugh at. Nice.
And there you saw the missed 6 ball, and she's going left-handed here. Oh, as she played it pretty well. We talk about people switching hands and that. What about John Mora? What a great story that is, the way he switched from right to left.
Absolutely. They had it on the latest Billiards Digest, right? The article.
Of course, could have been on Team Canada, but he's not. He's busy at the Texas Open. Brittany Bryant, unfortunately, as well. Never made it for Team Canada. Back to the women's world 10 ball. Chance to claw one back here. Wow, she's mishit that one. Still, well, if she plays this top left, I think she'll miss it. If she takes it top right, I don't think you do miss it. Where do you like playing this one, Ralph?
Top right.
Yeah, I do as
Seen
well.
from her.
I prefer top right. She's going top left. We'll know before her if it's in or not. So will Jasmin. Jasmin will be hoping it's not. And it is right in the heart of the pocket. Never touched the sides, Ralph.
Nice.
And it goes 5-2. And a very nice round of applause as well from the, well, it has to be said, mainly Austrian crowd. I don't think there's many made the journey from Taipei, maybe her teammates. So I had this, you said you have a little story about families, didn't you, or something? Did you say you had an interesting story?
No. I was asking for an interesting story.
Oh, I've got one. I've got one about going back between the link between classical music and pool.
Oh, yes.
Now, you know when a player does a good shot and the other opponent will either click their fingers or tap their cue on the side of the table, that actually comes from orchestras. You're not allowed to actually speak when you're in the orchestra pit, but if a soloist does a great solo, then they will show appreciation by tapping their bow for their instrument or their foot or their fingers in appreciation of a good performance. And that's apparently where it comes from. So who knows, Mozart could have also written the appreciation concerto for Paul.
Yeah, why not?
Back
Makes
to this.
sense. I like that story. I keep it in mind.
I'll let you use that one, Ralph.
All right, that's a delicate outcome, which is often the case when you break from the left side, that most balls spread out on the left part of the table.
It's a lovely little hook here, though. Look, thin off the one behind the 3.
It's delicate to play a safety here. Certainly some possibilities, but...
Can she thin it behind the 3?
Not naturally, yeah, I guess so.
I'm relying on your pool ability as opposed to mine here.
There's a carom into the 3, I mean, by calling the 3.
She did as well, well spotted.
She tried it. And she left.
She's
the
got
safety.
to jump this. She's got to jump this and call the bank in the side. Has to. Well, doesn't look concerned.
No.
As long as you can keep your opponent off the hill, I always say, Ralph, you're still in it. Oh, she's running now. That's where all that jogging comes in, look. And this is quite a big arena as well, isn't it, as arenas go?
Yeah, yeah. Here comes the jogging part, right?
Yeah.
Prepare for a shot clock.
Well, There's a
at
thing.
this.
Wow, look,
Big
she hasn't got time.
difficulties.
She doesn't know what she's going to do here yet.
16 seconds, 15.
2
14.
railer, 2 rails. 11, 10, 9, 8. The record for the 100 metres is 9 seconds. Oh, she's missed it. She just looked a little bit disjointed there in the whole of that shot, you know, wasn't sure. Ran back, got her cue, came back, had a look at it, got in position to jump it, then didn't, took the playing cue again. I'm dizzy.
You are busy. Alright, here comes boy in hand on the 1 ball. Let the cue ball follow for the 2 ball. Not too much of an angle, so she can keep position for the 3 in the same corner probably. Can she? And from there comes the interesting part, going from the 3 to the 4. First challenge. Guess she can kill that angle to keep the position.
10 seconds.
Yes, she can.
I just noticed, sorry, Ralph, there that she's got the Coe Brothers badge on her shirt. Look, I believe that's the academy, the Coe Brothers Academy.
Yes.
On her shirt. So she comes from a very, very good stable.
I'm a big fan of the Crow Brothers anyway.
They're just so great. Any tournament they're at is, I'll tell you, it's just a great tournament if they're there. Really nice guys. My favourite photo from Vegas was, oh, look at this.
Oh,
There you see it. Look, the nice close-up, the Coe Brothers. Great guys. My favourite photo from Vegas was with those 3.
3, all 3?
All
You catch
3 were
all
there.
3?
All 3
Come
were
on.
there. Yeah.
That's rare.
I wasn't actually sure there was 3 of them. I thought, you know, maybe there's just one of them taking the part of 2 of them, because I'd never seen them all together, but I did, and I've got a photo to prove it. Just had a swing at that one, hoping for a bit of luck. Well, it couldn't have gone much worse. Good solid hit on the 4.
It's so nice that there's still, you know, it's not only sport. You can also gamble a little bit when you have to hit and hope, right? No other choice sometimes. And then, of course, there's also a game involved, not only a sport.
Yeah.
So I consider pocket billiards not only a sport, not only a game, but it's also an art and it's also a whole culture.
Well, I love that, and it's played and participated on by over 300 million people worldwide.
Absolutely. And it was even more popular 100 years ago, imagine that. So we still have quite some potential to come back.
Good point. It's got history. If Mozart had a table, then everyone can have a table.
Yeah.
Lots of kings and queens over the years also
Absolutely.
have had billiard tables, and of course it comes from croquet on the lawn.
That's right.
That's where it all began.
And because the weather is so bad in England, they switched inside.
Absolutely.
Okay. There are also, of course, some theory from it comes from France, right?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know who
Didn't
who is right.
Napoleon had a table as well, I think. There's a King Richard and lots of famous royalty from around the world. Kings, queens, presidents, they've all had tables. Yeah, we've just got a word in our ear that you wouldn't have heard at home, of course. Our production crew is predominantly French, and they're a great bunch of guys, and we just heard in our ear, it originated in France. Yes, it did originate in France. Of course, from the word croquet.
Let's pick another country. Come on.
Yeah, back to Austria. Home of the schnitzel. And of course classical music, Viennese. So to go on the hill Jasmin Ouschan, the pride of Klagenfurt. In it goes, 6-2, and there you see Ko. She knows her opponent is on the hill, and it's all uphill for her now.
Absolutely.
Referee John Lehman, of course, he's very famous himself in his own right as an actor. He was telling me last night he used to be in a rock band, a lead singer in a rock band. Maybe that's where the ponytail comes from.
He used to be so many things. He's also an actor, he was, right?
Yeah, an actor. Yeah, he's actually starred in a few famous things. I think he was in ER once. I think he was in Billions. I think he's been in everything. He's that chap that you just know. We've got a very, very famous comedian called Bill Bailey in England, and he's an identical twin of John Lehman. And every time at the Moscone Cup, the crowd sing Bill Bailey to him.
Is that right?
Yeah, here we go then, breaking to save the match.
Okay, breaking from the center again. Last time she scratched, I believe so, wasn't it? And this time
Three
was
ball.
a nice square hit, and she got rewarded with a 3.
Now has she got a shot at the 1?
That doesn't look like. Looks like the 7 ball is in the way.
Is it worth jumping?
Let's see. Have a closer look on that. It's worth jumping, but
I think she has to jump this.
But the 2 ball is pretty.
She's got look. She's got 2 cues there. I hope she remembers and doesn't try and play with both of them. There you go. Down goes the playing cue.
Well, she's from Chinese, you know. Chopsticks, you know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Can I commentate every match with you? I'm having so much fun. Sorry, Marcus. Oh, great shot.
Okay, and now with this position, she can really pull out a nice safety when she hits the 2 ball on the left side, right?
I like banking this.
You like to bank this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially, is that the 3 ball next to it? Is that the 5? I think it's the 5.
Yeah.
If it was the 3, I'd like doing that, playing the bank. But probably going to play your shot.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and she tried
She
it.
made a
Or did she
5.
call the 5? No, I don't think so. She did?
She did? She did not?
Or did she?
She did not.
Jasmin just sitting there waiting.
So the intention was the safety.
Yeah, another interesting little point there. She was hanging around at the table there, and of course the shot clock doesn't start again until the player leaves the table. And that very smart move there by Jasmin, staying calm, waiting until she left the table and then approaches. I like that. Professional.
Well, looks almost straight for the corner pocket. So with the correct speed, she might get a nice follow for the 4 ball. And from there, it's too much, too far. Still a shot. She still sees an edge of the 4 ball. But that's about it.
Is she forced into playing it? I think she is. She's called it.
She called it.
Just a quick update on the score to bring you. In a Kaplan 4-2 down against Armit, but this, listen to this, Amber Chen is on the hill 6-3 against April Larson.
Oh.
Yeah, she's going for this, George. I'm sorry, Ralph.
And George is not wrong, because my second. Oh, she scratched. My second name is George.
Oh yeah, I always use people. I'm not on first name terms with you yet. I'm only on middle name terms with you. I'm hoping to get to first name.
Unfortunate scratch here, but she would have missed it anyways.
There's the little nod of, well, what can you do about that? Nothing. It's just one of them things. She won't be panicking just yet. Yeah, Alison Fisher now 4-2 down against Claudia Van Reur. And if you want to keep up with any of these matches, just go to kazoom.com. You can choose the table you want to watch, so you don't have to miss a ball. Watch like a pro, as we say. And of course we have our other stream table, and if you want all the scores, brackets, prize money, upcoming events, past events, anything you need to know, probilliardseries.com. Oh, slow up. Wow, she got hold of that, didn't she? Timed that beautifully. Look at the timing on it.
Look at finger tapping. Slow down,
Almost
slow down, slow down.
Yeah, like the opposite of curling, you know, when they brush the ice to try and make the stone go even more. It's the opposite there, tapping to stop the ball.
Okay, the good thing about that angle she has, if she plays it in the side pocket, the cue ball comes almost natural down to the other short rail. And she will offer her a shot for the 8 inside.
Oh wow, how
She
confident did she
powered it.
play that?
Probably with the natural way, there's only a small spot where she could get this position, and now she's on the other side. But can she scratch there? Can she keep the cue ball? Oh yeah, 8 ball is a little bit below the side pocket, so cue ball's supposed to be secured.
Missed it.
Oh.
Just caught the rail before, and look what she done with the cue ball anyway.
Yes, if she would have made it, it's just
Maybe the cue ball will have moved just a little bit more. Caught it a little bit thick, didn't she? Maybe we see the replay, buried it into the rail, caught it too thick. And Jasmin's kicking at this. This is game, set and match coming up here. If she can make it, she's running round again. 8 seconds. She's made it. No, she hasn't.
Well, she came away with it pretty okay so far. I mean, she offers another kick shot for cool.
Yeah.
Or she's going for
Awkward
something
queuing.
else.
Awkward queuing, I think, though, Ralph, and it's a long reach. I think she'd have to use the bridge.
10 seconds.
Oh,
She's playing for
inside
this.
spin.
She's going inside, yeah. Rail and cushion at the same time. What a great shot. Oh, she's caught the knuckle, or the jaw, or the point, and
Look at
finished
this.
almost
Oh,
perfect. Oh,
man.
just not quite.
It's almost the same position she would have had if she made the 8
Yes.
before, right?
Yeah. The pool god's coming back.
Not a jump.
Well, this is a bit of a reach for a jump. Look at this. She's got a shoe on the table. I hope that's clean.
Can you flex like that?
No. I might get up, but I'd have to fall off the table. And I wouldn't be able to walk for a week.
Oh,
Oh, she's gone in the wrong pocket, has she? Well, just as well, because she's left it and she knows.
that was the last action from her on this table, probably.
She's going to go to the one lost side. Not out of it yet, of course. It's just a longer way back. And it means you have to play more matches in a day as well. So it is going to be 7-2 for Jasmin. Exactly the same score, from
like
yesterday. Yeah. Well, Ralph, it's been an absolute pleasure with you, and I hope we do it again someday.
The pleasure was on my side. And thank you for listening. And congratulations to Jasmin Ouschan winning 7-2 over Su Ting Ku. And you stay tuned for the next match coming up. It will be a teams match at 4 p.m. Join us for that. Thank you very much. Oh, this was a nice goodbye from Jasmin.